Hello guys, welcome back. So we are filming another video, that's why we're wearing the same thing. So we did a relationship series, so please do go and watch it. So now we're doing a career lifestyle series. So I wanted also to interview Dee here. She has done fantastic for herself, so I wanted to know how she got herself to where she is now. That is a big compliment, bro.
It is a big compliment.
Damn!
I'm still working on it.
But congratulations.
Thank
on everything
you. You
that you've
too.
achieved. Your education. So
Yeah.
where did you do your high school, and then why did you decide to do nursing, and then why are you now here, and how you got here?
Cool. So I moved to Australia about maybe 7 years ago or so. On a student visa. I actually studied nursing in the Philippines, did my whole training there, and then I had to do another year to be registered here in Australia.
Oh, so you had to go back to uni?
Yes, for a year.
Oh, I thought once you finish like in the Philippines you can actually work here.
Some people have to do the 3-month bridging program, but I opted to do the entire year because I didn't work in the Philippines, so I thought I'd have to gain experience through placement and adjust to the culture as well.
That's true, yeah. Okay.
So I was working as a PCA when I was a student, and then I went to mental health, and the rest is history.
We're both in mental health actually, so
yes.
Yeah, that's how we met. We met on the ward, and then we became friends, and then now we're actually working again together in the community. So with like nursing, why did you choose nursing?
Yeah, I think I told you before that I found that taking up nursing would be easier to migrate with that degree compared to other things that would have interested me at the time. So that was my major motivation, to run away. Yes.
Okay, well that's a good motivation. Was it hard for you to like do the paperwork for immigration and things like that?
It was very complicated, but lucky I found this agency, which is a student placement agency in Manila, and they helped me with everything without any fees. So they're partners with uni. They're called IDP.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice. I'll look for the link and put it below.
Yes, and they're actually partners with universities here, so it's part of your tuition fee what you're paying them.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Wow, so I guess nursing has a lot of ways to kind of get into immigration, like to migrate from your country and stuff and get into Australia. And so now you're doing law.
I am. I've got 2 more years to go.
Oh my goodness. So why from nursing to law?
Yeah, it's always interested me. So when I was applying for nursing schools here, I was actually looking at law schools in the Philippines as well. I just found that law gives you a different perspective in life, and it just interested me.
Okay, because I got into an Uber when I was coming back from Canada, and this guy was I think it was from Afghanistan, and he was saying how he's here and doing law because it's like a different perspective into life, and with law it's like everyday life, so you know, rules, traffic lights, whatever, it's
very practical.
Very
and I know
practical.
I always joke about this, but I say that I can do my own divorce if I have a law degree, and that wouldn't be so much expensive, right?
Guys, this girl, she
just in case, you know, I'm forward thinking.
Like Dee told me, now I can admit myself into a ward because I know how to do it.
Yes.
Like we were having a professional, you know, meeting, and this is what Dee tells me. Oh, Tabby, now you know how to admit yourself. I'm like, do I even like? You cannot get offended with Dee. She already knows how to do her own divorce. So hey. So now doing law, like, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're fulfilled? Do you feel like this is definitely for you?
There are times when I'm second guessing myself, like why am I even doing this? I could be watching all the Netflix I want now instead of writing my essays. But every time that I finish a subject, it gives me a sense of fulfillment that I'm actually working towards something, because otherwise what would I be doing now? I don't know.
And I've seen your grades on Instagram. This girl, she's got a brain. She is smart.
That's why I'm taking it slow, because If I studied full-time, I wouldn't be.
So you're doing part-time and you're doing 2 subjects at a time?
Yes. Sometimes 3.
Okay.
Next semester I'm planning on taking up 3.
Wow. So how many degrees do you have, Dee?
I have the bachelor's, I have the master's, and that's it. And then I'm studying law now.
Doing law.
Yes. It will not be financially rewarding at the end of it.
Do you have HEX?
I do have HEX. Yeah.
How is your HEX going?
It's not good. I'm actually in debt at the moment of a few $1,000s.
Is it all worth it though?
I think in the end it will be worth it. I'm talking to other people like Desmond who's done the same thing, and he seems to be enjoying what he's doing at the moment. So.
Yeah. So like for you already knew what you wanted to get into before nursing, and so you opt for nursing for something that's greater, like for your goal. Other people don't really know what their goal is, like in terms of career. What is your advice for them?
I think just go for it and try things out. You won't really know until you're doing something. Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about myself.
Uh-huh.
How would you like tell me, Tabby, like, try this, try that, and I have no idea, like, because we're both in nursing.
Yeah.
And
that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. I don't have an answer to that.
Like, Tabby, this will fulfill you. This will open your dreams. Like, this is definitely where you want to go.
I guess you have to assess what you enjoy doing right now. And what's practical as well.
Yeah. And so for someone that is scared to like get out of their career, like their jobs, to explore other options, what is your advice for them?
I think you just have to assess what's the worst thing that can come out of whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to take that risk, then there's nothing stopping you from doing it.
That's true.
You don't want to look back 10 years from now and say, oh, I could have done law when I didn't have children.
That's true. And also, like, now that you're young and you have all these opportunities, you don't have a mortgage, so you can actually explore. Bloody hell, you do?
Yes.
Shit. Okay, let me see my tape. You should have told me.
I'm sorry.
I thought you had a car.
Just edit it.
I thought you had a car.
Yeah, I do have a mortgage. At least I'm not renting.
In your own?
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're so bad. Okay, so now going back. This is now getting juicy, girl. So, being like, your age, so young, in your 20s, having a mortgage and having fulfilled, in terms of your career, you're I would say stable in your career, you're studying.
Yeah.
How do you balance those things?
It's hard. Well, you just have to be sane all the time. No, you find things that you enjoy, and
you can't have a meltdown. No. Can't get an episode. You can't.
No. I work in a reward. Yeah. Well, you're already having an episode, right?
I need to cut this off. Okay. Okay, so you gotta have an episode, yeah?
Yeah, that's why you have to be aware of your own mental health. No, I work in this rewards system, whereas I work and then I reward myself for it.
Okay.
For example, I'd write my essay for 2 hours and then watch a movie for an hour.
Okay, that's good.
Then I can justify having fun because I worked for it.
That's true. Good on you. And how, like, did you now, okay, so you migrated here on your own, looked for housing, looked for work, now you have your own mortgage and, at your young age. How would you kind of tell someone out there that is new to Australia to kind of say, you know what, you can do it? How would you kind of motivate them?
I think it's important to talk to people, do your research, otherwise you'll be committing yourself and making mistakes along the way. I had to think where to buy a house and stuff like that. That's why I moved from Traralgon, because I didn't want to settle in Traralgon.
Yeah, that's too far. No thanks. Okay.
You talk to people.
And you have that information you gain inside.
And networking is always important, because I had assistance from a family friend who lives in the area in where I live, and they helped me through the process. I didn't know anything about mortgages. I was scared of financially committing myself and not being able to afford a mortgage. But the bank won't give you a loan if you can't afford.
That's true. Yeah. But how do you travel, study and work, and knowing that, because a lot of young people are afraid that, oh my goodness, if I do get a mortgage, then I have this financial thing that it's gonna like, it's like, for example, having a baby.
Yeah.
You can't really detach from that unless you sell it, kind of thing. Yeah. Like how do you manage traveling and enjoying life knowing that you have this baby?
I think you have to work smart, because if I'm putting the money into rent, then I'm not gaining anything.
Yeah.
So it's just a few $100 over what an average. It's like maybe $600 above the average rent in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So instead of putting that to rent, my thinking was I have to invest in something. And you have to work smart as well. Talk to financial accountants. Do salary packaging. Oh
my goodness, that is base. Salary packaging is amazing.
It will save you a few $100.
Yeah. But I think salary packaging is only for people in health.
I think Desmond was saying he's got a new salary packaging.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know.
Yes. So ask her.
Well, guys, isn't she inspiring? Like, young ladies out there, because I did say like a lot of my channel will be talking about how to inspire young ladies, to really get them to, you know, to let them know that you can actually do these things, and there are people that are doing it already. So if you do need any like financial advice or anything like that, do go to Commonwealth. So Commonwealth gives, I think, the first consultation for financial advice is free. Hear what they say. You can also get with a broker. I think the first consultation is also free. So you can have these things to kind of prepare yourself on what to do or what to expect. And there are also online banks that they can do the calculation for you. I've looked at Ubank. Ubank is pretty good in terms of like telling you how much, and their fees are not as much compared to other banks, and they also give you like a high loan. So do that. And if in terms of like you're migrating out of the country and you're wanting to study in Australia, look at agencies. Google is your uncle. Use it. Unis, contact them if they have like a representative there, and ask these questions. And as Fadi said, she had all of these things done for free, so you never know. Anyway, I'll leave it to that. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the next one. Everywhere.
Did you
it's not on the couch. It's not on the couch.
Okay, good.